Welcome to my ultimate guide for using the hunting bow in Hunt Showdown. I use the hunting bow as my main weapon. It is great for both medium range, short range, and occasionally long range combat if you use it right. It can be very versatile in many ways. First, I'll go over the prices and different loadouts I like to use, and then I'll show you some of the different alternative uses for the bow other than combat. So let's get into it. These are my favorite loadouts. The consumables and tools are up to you, but this is what I like to use. This is my favorite. I use the bow with regular arrows, a precision Scott field with FMJ, and then you can see my tools and consumables here. The tools and consumables are up to you. It is just what I like to use, so if you want to try this loadout out, go for it. This is my second favorite. It's a double bow. I call it 2-bow McGuire. And I have one bow with regular arrows, and another bow with only concertina arrows, and then, once again, tools and consumables are up to you. It makes it very versatile and very useful. The last one I like to use a lot is what I feel like up close and personal is the bow with regular arrows and an axe. And of course, you have to bring a stamina shot and a regen shot with you if you're going to be doing this one, because you're going to be getting very close to people. For my examples, I'm going to be using my favorite loadout, which is right here, the Scott Field Precision with the bow with regular arrows. Now, you saw the cost of my loadouts by looking at my loadout generator, but here is the cost for a bow is only $57. It's a great budget item. That's not bad at all. You can easily make it up just by getting a couple clues in one match, even if you die. I don't usually get special arrows other than the concertina arrow because it's very useful, and you see it's one of the cheapest ones. I very rarely use the explosive arrow because I just feel like it doesn't have that much usefulness other than popping into a room and hoping for the best. The poison arrows are a very nice choice. They're cheap. They still do decent damage, and they poison your enemies, so it's kind of a decent choice. The only problem is you lose some of your arrow quantity by choosing a special kind of arrow. So that's why I only use the poison arrows unless I decide to do double bow. Then I'll do concertina arrows to allow for using the concertina arrows for blocking doorways or covering dead bodies. Very useful in many different ways. One of the neat things about the bow is that you can tap fire it. So all you gotta do is click the button once, you don't have to hold it in, you can still shoot an arrow out for a nice short distance. It's good for poking enemies, but really good for just clearing out those grunts that are in your way real quick. Or taking out some simple stuff, but in a pinch, if you need to tap fire at an enemy to hit them and cause some bleed damage, or maybe you just want to hit them and hope to get a lucky headshot, or they scare the crap out of you and you hit it, either way, it's very useful. That's what makes it a lot more versatile than stuff like the crossbow, because you can choose to do a full drawn-out shot, or you can do the tap fire. Now, often people use the bow to take out the lantern above the kennels and the chicken coops to get rid of the noise, but you should try using it to make noise. If you shoot the cage or the kennel with the arrows, it will cause the dogs or the chickens to go off. Use this to lure enemies to maybe look in that direction for if you want to sneak up behind them, or if you need to make a quick getaway. It also works on if you shoot it near a horse, it'll go off, or if you shoot near crows, the crows will go off. Use this for kind of luring enemies in a different direction. So if you're by yourself and you want to hurry up and lure them away from you so you can run the other direction, shoot at the cage or the kennel or whatever on the other side to make the noise and then run off the other way. Or if you want them to be distracted one direction while you sneak up behind them and take them out with your bow from the other direction, use it for that too. It's another one of the great things that makes the bow such a useful item. The last useful thing I could think of right now is use it to lure AI toward a certain location. As you see here, I was shooting near the zombie, and he started heading towards where I shot. I shoot the fence, he's going to turn and look at the fence and go towards the fence. Now obviously you want to get close to them or make a lot of noise with it so it lures them in. Like maybe shoot a bell that's hanging on the wall, or maybe shoot something close that'll make a bunch of noise. You can use this to lure zombies away from you for whatever reason, or lure the zombies towards your enemy. If you know an enemy's hiding behind somewhere, it works on the armored as well. And I think it works on the hellhounds too, but I think the hellhounds might just turn at you and come after you. I have not tried it with hellhounds. But it's great for luring the AI towards an enemy. So you could have kind of like making your own little army to help you fight. Or maybe block off a certain direction so the enemy has to run another direction. You could lure them right into a trap. But these are all the great ideas I could think of, and I use the bow for a lot. Besides its stealthy nature, as you see, it's great for combat, of course, but really also great for making distractions or for just kind of setting up traps for your enemies. Let me know what you thought about this guide. And if you have any other ideas that maybe I didn't touch base on, or maybe some great loadouts that you really enjoy, then go ahead and put them in the comments down below. Because I would love to see some different loadout ideas and try out some different loadout ideas to try to, change up my different bow loadouts, Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I would greatly appreciate it, and it would help me out a lot. Well, if you really like this, let me know so I can make more guides to different guns and different loadouts, and I will see you next time. Thank you.